What's up, everybody? Mcwrathy here with another video. I'm going to play Tryndamere in the jungle. Now, this is a normal game, so if you're not interested in watching just a normal, non-rated game, that's totally fine. I'm mostly doing this replay so I can look back on the things that I did right, things that I did wrong, and honestly, how we overcame the crushing disadvantage of a 4v5. Our Echo actually never connected. Now, it wasn't his fault. He's duo-queued with the Garen, and the Garen explained to us that, you know, his computer crashed or whatever, he was on Skype and then he disappeared. So I know that this Echo wasn't trolling or anything. He actually legitimately did disconnect, and that's okay. But it left us with a huge disadvantage for almost the entire game. He does reconnect later in the game, but he doesn't really end up being a whole lot of help throughout the game. But spoiler alert, we do manage to pull off this game and win in the end. So if you're interested in a game where we start way behind, where our mid lane is completely disconnected throughout almost the entire game, and yet we still pull off the win, this is the game for you. I like Tryndamere in the jungle, mostly as just a sort of concept. I actually have never played Tryndamere in the jungle before. I used to play Tryndamere a lot in 3v3 back in, I think, like the Season 3 kind of time frame. I played him a lot on the Korean servers, and I really enjoyed Tryndamere in sort of a jungle role in 3v3s, but have never actually played him seriously in 5v5. So I didn't want to jump into, you know, a 2-year-old champion that I haven't played and jump right into the jungle in ranked. So I'm going to be doing my best to do a normal game and figure out what his weaknesses are, what his strengths are, what I should build, and get a better idea of the champion before I do possibly end up trying him in ranked. So I'm going to get a good bot leash here from, we have a Brand support and an Ashe AD carry. Not a bad leash, although I do lose out on XP there. They were a little bit too close, I guess. The Ashe was close. And that didn't work out. Now, I'm against a Lee Sin. I'm assuming that a Lee Sin will be able to wreck me early game if he has a level 2 invade, because I'm level 1. So I'm just going to ward my red, and if he goes for the invade on the red, I'm then just going to, I'm going to invade his red and take his. So if I see him come into my jungle, I'm just going to counter invade and take his red. As I said, this is my first time trying to play Tryndamere jungle. I don't actually know when I should use my Q for the heal and when I shouldn't. I don't know how long it takes to decay, but I know that, you know, having rage obviously is huge for his Q passive proc on the having more damage on your crits and stuff. So I don't actually know when it's a good idea to use your Q to heal and when it's not. I assume in the jungle you want to stay somewhat healthy, but I've used my smite there on the wolves. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I love using the smite on the wolves just because it gives you that heads up if somebody's coming. You know, if Lee does decide to queue into my blue, I'll know right away. I'll be able to see it, and that's a huge advantage. I could have saved it here for the Gromp, but I think I do enough damage as a Tryndamere that I don't really need to use it. So I'm going to go out here. I need to regen. I use my Q. I'm going to go try and get the Scuttle Crab because I will regen and get my my rage back at the same time while I'm doing this. So it's a good thing to go out and get it, regen a bunch. I get regen from both my just the passive, the jungle creeps give you, or the Scuttle Crab will give you regen, but also because I'm Tryndamere and I get regen on my hits. So there we go. Regened up, almost full health again. I'm going to go here and probably back. I wanted to do all the small camps. Then I'm going to come back, try and get level 6 with doing the entire jungle once again. So I'm going to pick up my first jungle item. You notice I didn't pick up any pots. This is just basically because I don't think I need them as Tryndamere. I have enough sustain with my Q and with the sort of passive proc with the Keystone Mastery that I have, that I don't really think I need pots to begin with. The only reason I would need a pot is if I got invaded by Lee Sin early, which, like I said, I was avoiding that by keeping vision on both of my buffs, and I didn't end up getting invaded. Now, I used my Q there for some reason. That was kind of silly, but I did it. It doesn't really matter. I didn't have any rage to waste anyway, and I didn't have any hit points lost, so whatever, using it up. Gonna go ahead and kill all these. I thought that would die to the to the swing. I left that purposely on low health so that my E would kill it, and it never did. But whatever, such is life. So gonna go pull this into my bush here. I don't want to get invaded by Lee. Likely if he's here or if he's gonna try, he's gonna queue into the middle where the red buff was, and he likely wouldn't hit anything. I would be able to see the Q, the sort of, I don't know, the little Hadouken ball. I'd be able to see that come across and be able to either fight, since I have full rage and full hit points, or run away. And like I said, I do have my smite for that, so if Lee did decide to start invading me there, I would have smited it right away for the hit points at least, even if not for killing the red buff. And then gone ahead and probably killed Lee Sin. I think I can duel him now at level 4 with full rage. I think I could probably kill him, especially since I had the smite. I could have either used the smite on him or used the smite on the red buff to try and finish it off. So, like I said, our mid laner's DC'd. He's not here. I see the teleport go in. I'm going to try and get as much damage. I was considering going in earlier. I probably should have now that I saw the teleport, but at the time I didn't know. I know that TF has had sort of free mid farm. I didn't know how strong he was. I didn't want to get caught. I don't have my ult. I wasn't level 6, so I didn't really want to go in on him. And like I said, I'm not very good with this champion yet, so I don't know what I am and I'm not capable of. So that's all right. The bot lane got smashed there with, I think it was like a 4-man gank that had their bot lane plus Lee and plus TF. So our poor bot lane got smashed. But I do see Lee bot. I know he's down there. Gonna go ahead and invade his camps because that's what we do. We want to take any advantage that we can, especially in a 4v5. You know, we could have easily just said, "Oh, we give up, whatever." But I actually had a pretty cool team this time. You know, the Garen was pretty good. He was holding his own against the Jax. I don't know who traditionally, you know, wins that matchup, whether Jax or Garen usually wins. But the Garen did quite well, held his own, didn't get caught up in Jax kind of stuff. So I see TF here coming. I don't know why. I guess they must have had vision. Garen says he's coming in. I'm going to flash away. I don't have my E. Now I have my E. I tried to E over the wall past the Jax, but never got it. I ended up just deciding I was going to fight. I hit level 6 right there, so I do have my ultimate. I'm going to try and bait this guy in. I thought he was going to stay. He ended up running away. I'm going to use my ult just to make sure I don't get, you know, queued from across the thing. I realize that Lee Sin is probably coming here, so I don't stay. I decided I'm going to maybe try and get a little bit of this farm before I leave. I feel pretty safe. The TF is low enough. And I probably should have gone on him right here when he was silenced. You know, if I had gone in, used my EW, we would have been okay. As it turns out, poor Garen dies. That's too bad. Lee Sin, you can sort of see him. He was laughing there with the BM. It's like, yeah, okay, Lee Sin, you managed to kill somebody 3v1 or whatever. That's fine. Whatever. You know, we don't mind. It's fine. Now I see him. I see that he's going towards my blue. I know that he's there, and I ping. But of course, I have no mid laner to help me. I don't know why I pinged. There's nothing there. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can see him. I do have my smite up, which will give me extra damage. I do have my E. I do have my W. It's possible that I could kill him, but he's still full health, so there's no way. Luckily for me, he pursues me. He's going to Q over the wall. He actually hits me, and then he runs in. I tried to get away and get him sort of into max tower range. I ended up getting the shutdown on him, which was awesome. So my own BM mode there, I say, thanks for the shutdown. Probably didn't need to do that. I got my Devourer, I got my boots. I probably didn't need to say that. But, you know, that stupid Lee Sin was being ultra cocky. You know, diving me at that level, just probably not required. So, whatever. Take the kill. You know, mid lane still not connected. It's now almost 9 minutes into the game. TF has just been free farming. I don't know why he's been so slow. Take some ward gold here, no problem. They finally notice. Echo AFK? Yeah, of course, Echo's AFK. Vayne says it. So, going ahead. And now my job here, I just want to farm. I want to farm when I get stacks. You know, I feel like I'm a little bit behind. I want to do my best to clear my jungle. I want to put pressure on lanes that I can actually gank. You know, if I can go mid lane and get some farm when TF roams, you know, TF is going to roam a lot. He generally roams a lot anyway, even if he doesn't, you know, or even if he does have a lane opponent. So my goal is to just try and farm. I'm going to try and go to mid lane here. I see that there's a wave built up. You know, maybe if he goes for another gank, I'll be able to stop him or, you know, deter him or you know, kill him or whatever. So I'm going to let him run at me, you know, get hit by a tower, whatever. Then I'm going to go on him. Now, he just used his stun. He's actually pretty powerful. I'm going to try and kill him here. I get a few autos off. He gets his stun back up. That's fine. Run away. Use my ult. I don't want to die. It's fine. I'm just going back into my jungle. I'll heal up anyway. You know, he runs after me. He doesn't have the speed. I got the boots. He's got boots. We've got the same movement speed, so he can't catch me. I can just go in the jungle here, and I got 5 seconds left until my Q, so I can go ahead and use that when I'm ready to. Go ahead, clear this camp, continue to farm. You know, I could have gone back on him maybe, but my ult was down, and, you know, he probably would have just stun carded me and killed me, so not really worth it. I noticed that my red goes up there, but I don't have my smite, so I probably wouldn't be able to clear that. Gonna do my best to clear this first, maybe get a little bit of hit points back. You know, Tryndamere is able to sustain in the jungle with without Blade of the Runekin or anything like that, just using his Q and his Keystone Mastery. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I do have the Raptor buff, so if this was warded, I would have been able to see it. So I know it's not warded. I know that TF is probably not coming for it. I know that Lee doesn't know it's, you know, it's up. So I feel fairly safe doing this. And, you know, Tryndamere does it fairly quickly, so I wasn't so worried. Now I see there's another 4-man gangbang bottom. Oh, man, I don't know what's going on. I think that might have even been 5-man? Yeah, they had their whole team there. I don't understand it. Whatever, there's, you know, it's fine. Let's take objectives. You know, Garen's in the top lane. He knows what he's doing. He's fine. He's just going to farm. He knows that there's no point getting in anywhere in a, you know, in a 5-man gank. Same, you know, Brand, same thing. You know, this, like I said, this is a good group of players who knew what to do, objectives, you know, just hold our cool. We're 4v5, but we're going to do our best to, you know, to keep it cool. I can't stop their dragon. You know, they can get the dragon, that's fine. I can't stop it. Nobody can contest it. You know, even if Garen were to teleport in, it wouldn't, you know, we wouldn't really be able to do anything. So I'm going to sit here. I decided, well, Garen's doing really well. I want to try and help him. I wanted to go in on the tower here. I thought maybe we could kill the tower, but then I thought, well, if Jax comes, I'd rather kill him. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to try and get in here. I see Jax runs in, uses his stun. Now I'm going to come in. We got the silence. We got the slow coming in whenever I hit it. There we go. Now I know I can hit my Q, run away, hit my ult. I should have flashed here. I didn't realize that I was going to die. I probably should have E-flashed, but then I would have just died to the TF anyway. So it's probably better that Jax just got the kill and TF did not get the assist. But whatever, it's totally fine. I think Garen's going to get out of this. TF is surprisingly not strong, given that he's had free farm almost the whole game, and he almost died there in a gank. So I guess he wasn't really on point. You know, his game maybe needed a little bit of work and things like that. I came back, bought myself some boots. I had 800 gold left over, but, you know, I didn't really have anything that I wanted to buy right away. I probably could have gone some other items, but it's fine. I really want the Ginsu's Rage Blades, so I'm gonna go back to farming, try and stack up. It's 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes. I'm only at 7 stacks. It's really, really slow. But then I realized that there's going to be a huge wave here piling up mid, and I decided to go and take that. I think someone pinged me on it, and I was like, oh yeah, mid's a thing. There's no mid laner. So I went through and did my best to get all this farm. It turned out really good. I got almost all of them, I think. Yeah, all of them. And an enemy is slain. Brand got a kill in what looks like a 4v2 there. So that's really good. Again, another enemy slain. Ashe killed somebody in a huge gank. You know, they had a huge pile up down south. You know, Ashe is saying, yeah, go push top. Yeah, I can. I'm just going to push mid, though. You know, I think I can get this mid tower before any of those people can respond. 3 of them are dead. Blitzcrank just came out of base. I can see Lee's bot. And TF is already dead, so he's not going to ult in here. I'm fairly certain that I can get this tower before these 3 minions die, but I'm going to have to back out a little bit here. I don't want to take that much tower damage, and we almost got the tower for free, basically just because they ganked bottom again. Brand noticing that this would have been so easy if Echoes was here. Yep, no kidding. I didn't say that, but yeah, no shit. So this game is pretty close. It's 11 on our team kills and 12 on theirs, so it's a very close game considering it's a 4v5, and a Twisted Fate has had free roam of mid and the ability to roam as much as he wants. So it's a surprisingly close game, and I think that's why everyone sort of held their cool. We knew that if Echo does come back, you know, and we sort of delay this game out for him to get a little bit of gold, a little bit of levels, a little bit of items, I think we all understood that we'd be able to take this game. And again, another big gank bot, and Ashe gets a double kill. Ashe is just God at this point. Ashe is doing so well. Garen is also doing well. I don't think they can kill him, So I'm going to run in here and try and get the pressure off. I'm going to do my best. I know that Lee Sin will take more damage than the Jax, and the Jax runs away. The Jax does get caught by my W, though, so that's okay. We're just going to push this lane in. I know that we can dive them. I got my ultimate, so we're just going to try and get some damage on them before we dive them. I'm going to try and ping, telling him, let's go in. We can easily just hit the tower once. Yep, and then try and get in there. I'm going to actually hit them. I don't slow them. I don't have the red buff or anything right now. I can see Jax is using his thing. I kind of wanted him to jump in on it. That would have been fine. He would have stunned both of us and then just died. So now we can probably still dive them under the tower. I'm still thinking, if we can dive them, we'll be fine. But then, you know, I see the Vayne is sitting there. You know, Garen sees the Vayne. We just want to get out of here now. Pull it back into somewhere else. We're going to sit in this bush. Probably can't kill Lee Sin, but I'm going to smite it. Just take it. It's stacks, baby. Garen decides to go in on the Lee, which is fine. And I see Vayne is trying to do the red buff. Sorry, not Vayne. The TF. So I get caught before I could even use my ultimate, unfortunately, there. That was kind of a mistake. But, you know, it happens. That's sort of life. I'm going to get a couple of items and working towards my Rage Blade and the Infinity Edge. I'm going to get the BF Sword. It's a huge spike in damage. It doesn't help me get my items that I want necessarily. You know, it's not going to help me get the Ginsus, but it'll be good later on. So I didn't want to waste another, 800 gold. Echo finally reconnects now at 16 minutes, and basically he's going to have to just farm empty lanes and do his best to get any sort of experience that he can. I let him know it's okay. Try hard normals. It's no problem. The enemy team was really try hard. They for a 4v5, they certainly went pretty ham. But that's okay, man. 13 to 16, we're holding our own. I'm farming up. I'm level 10. I'm keeping up with the laners. We're okay. This game is not going to be horrible. I see the TF coming in here. He uses his card, so I'm just going to walk at him. If he flashes, I got my flash and my E, so I know that we can kill him. So easy kill on him again. Very, very good. Echo's going to be able to catch up very, very quickly. When you're low level, if you miss out on that CS and stuff, you catch up very, very quickly. You can see he went from 4 to 5 very fast. I'm going to come in here, shut that down. Sorry, stole the kill. What a jerk. I'm going to try and get on this guy. I didn't know the brand was going in. I could have actually flash E'd followed up. But I'm going to run in E, use my slow, and catch this guy anyway. Get out of there. I know that Lee Sin is dead. I see Jax right there. I can't really fight him. He's way too high, and he's just going to jump under his tower. So just going to farm up. We can see Garen's in the top lane by himself again. No problem. Jax is in the mid lane. Just keep farming it up. Just keep farming it up. Just keep stacking. It's 18 minutes, and I get 18 stacks. That's pretty horrible for a Devour jungler, but it is a 4v5. I have had to cover lanes. I have had to, counter gank and things like that. So, all right, fine. It's fair enough. I think that Tryndamere is quite a fast Devour stacker, if I'm not mistaken. I was half expecting the Jax to jump in on the Garen. I think the Garen was trying to bait, but for whatever reason, they didn't take it. It's fine. Ashe is coming up here. I'm thinking maybe if Ashe can hit him with her arrow in I think she's got arrow in 5 or 6 seconds here. Looks like maybe we can get this guy, but she doesn't go for it, and TF doesn't stay around long enough. Now I see that that they're going for the dragon. I don't think they have vision back here yet, or at least I'm hoping. My plan was to use my E. I have smite in 5 seconds, so I wanted to use my E. Maybe get the dragon, but I didn't really have time. I was avoiding that. Then I get pulled into the pit, which really sucks. I use my ultimate right away because I know they're going to burst me. I try to do some damage. I was, trying to pull them closer so that maybe the Garen could flash in or something. They don't. The brand actually does a bunch of work there and does a good job, but I still ended up dying and we didn't get anything for it. So that's a shame. They got the dragon. They're 5 people. We're not. Lee Sin is really, really low though. But again, it's a 4-man bot. I don't think that Bran can really take this. Lee Sin almost died there. Got the heal from Vayne, I assume, and lived, which is really sad. Teleport coming in here. Echo's really low. Brand is way too low there. I don't know what he was doing, but it happens. No prob. I'm trash talking the enemy team in our chat, trying to motivate them a little bit. Oh, these guys are so bad for 4v5. I want them to feel good. I want us to, as a team, come together and sort of be the underdogs and win. So trying to do my best to keep our spirits up and stuff like that. Brand, you know, following my lead. Yeah, let's win, right? I think that's great. You know, anytime we can, you know, encourage our teammates to do better, I think is a lot better than discouraging them by calling them noobs and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, my team was not noob. You know, they're quite good. They did a really, really good job. You know, Brand has been encouraging Garen this whole game to, you know, take top, all that kind of stuff. He's been he's sort of a shot caller-ish sort of role, you know, letting me know what to do, letting, you know, Garen know and stuff like that. So that's really good. You know, I think this just shows teamwork. You know, teamwork works. We're still behind in gold and kills. You know, we're 17 versus 19, but, you know, our Echo's level 7 already. You know, he's caught up from level, you know, 1 at, you know, whatever it was, 17 minutes or whatever. So, you know, he's doing a good job. You know, he's having to just farm. He's farming my jungle a little bit. That's fine. He can have it. I don't mind. He needs the XP, so go for it, my friend. Get, you know, I want him to go bottom lane now, get some of this farm. I'm going to, you know, support him, help him out. Make sure that nobody's flanking him and stuff like that. Gonna go get my Scuttle Crab. I'm at 26 stacks now. It's 20 minutes in. I'm really late on this, but I gotta just do it. I want to get in his jungle. I want to steal anything I can to get some stacks. And here I noticed that the Vayne is all alone. So I'm gonna try and kill her. Now she's very fast. I'm gonna use my W when I get close enough, and just kill her right out. So that was a good thing. Luckily, Blitzcrank was on the other side of the wall. Now I'm just going to run. I know Echo's dead. You know, they got TF, they got Blitzcrank, they got Lee. I know poor Echo is dead. That's okay. You know, he did his job, and I got out of there. We killed Vayne, so that's totally acceptable. Gonna get this mid tower now. I know that they have to rotate. I see Jax there. I know I have my E. I'm just gonna take the tower and then E over this wall. I'm not gonna try and fight with Ashe because I know that the rest of their team is collapsing, so there's no point. Gonna just go ahead, take this red buff. You know, this is gonna be my sated. This is what I need. Boom, sated. That's a really good power spike. I'm gonna go up top here. I'm gonna help Garen push this top lane. You know, they're rotating mid. I can see their whole team, except for Vayne, is going mid. So Ashe is down. We just got the shutdown on Lee, which is awesome. You know, there's two people there. There's a Brand and a way under-leveled Echo. So the fact that we got a shutdown on Lee Sin is awesome. We're going to go ahead and take this tower now. No problems. They got two people here, TF and Jax, but they can't really stop us. We're not going to go any further. Take an objective, walk away. Take an objective, walk away. Got my Ginsus. I got almost 3k gold in the bank. I've been farming a long time. Just going to go ahead and take that. I already got my Infinity Edge. I got the Ginsus. Like I said, this is my first game playing. I think probably Bork would have been the proper first buy. I bought the Infinity Edge. I thought maybe that'll be good just for my burst damage. But probably should have gone the Bork. Probably would have helped with fighting, you know, Lee Sin and Vayne and that kind of stuff. But whatever. Got the Infinity Edge. It worked with the money that I had at the time. And then we had a bad fight there mid. Lost Echo and Brand. These guys are going to get caught. We ended up shutting down the Jax. And I see that... So Ashe is about to die. I can see that. TF is definitely going to die here, no problem. You know, Lee Sin decided not to go in on that Q. It was probably a good idea for him. But I'm still going to run after them. I see Blitzcrank is slower. I know that Lee Sin can do what exactly he did. He just ran away. I'm going to chase him. I know he can't kill me. I've got Smite up. I've got the ultimate up. So I'm gonna see if I can bait him in. If he's got vision, maybe he'll try and come in. Maybe, you know, Vayne will come in. I think I can kill either of them if they come close to me. I had my W's. So... feeling pretty good about this game. You know, it's 22-25. We're still behind in kills. We're still getting picked off, and we're still having problems. But I'm sated. We're stacking. I'm going to split push here. You know, if I'm not split pushing, Garen is split pushing. And this top is already pushed into the base towers, which is really good. So I'm going to continue this. Go through, do my best. You know, Tryndamere is an amazing split pusher. I have the Ginsus, which really helps. I see the Jax doing a jungle camp, and I decide, you know what? I don't know where any of their team are. I'm not going to go for it. Now that I can see Vayne and Lee bot, maybe I could have probably tried to kill the Jax. He's a good counter to Tryndamere. He's going to, you know, negate a bunch of my damage with his stun and his E and stuff like that. But, you know, maybe I could have killed him. Who knows? I didn't really think it was worth the risk. You know, we're trying to catch up. We're not trying to win the game right away. So, unfortunately, our Brand gets knocked into the enemy team. He gets killed, but Lee Sin walks straight into me. Now, we have the Ashe, who I know is doing very, very well. I was trying to help her. I didn't quite get there in time. No problem. I'm going to take out that the Blitzcrank, and then I'm going to try and bait here. I'm going to try and bait the stun card, which is fine, and then my W is up right now. I still have my ultimate. I still have my heal. So I'm going to go ahead. I get stunned again. Man, this guy has so many stuns. But he's slowed. He's going to use that. I'm going to be able to use my Q right away, and I know that my Ginsu is stacked. So I took 3. I think I ate 3 of his cards. That's fine. Whatever. Still going to die. If he stays close enough to me, he's going to get crit, and he's going to die. So he did, and I moved on. Now I realize, okay, it's probably time to get Bork, or maybe get the Ravenous Hydra. I decide Bork is a better idea. You know, I want to be able to catch the Vayne. I need a little bit of lifesteal to deal with people, you know, like the TF, who I'm going to get stunned and take a bunch of damage, and I can't really stop it. So the Bork is going to help me catch up. It's going to help me lifesteal a little bit. So it's a good item, and like I said, I probably should have got it first, but I wasn't really thinking. So it's okay. Gonna keep stacking, not stacking, gonna keep killing, getting as many camps as I can, get the gold advantage, get the level advantage, all that kind of stuff is really, really important. So here we go, gonna do my best to kill everything. I got my whole jungle up except for red. Mid is open. I can see Dragon is free right now. I can't see the enemy team. Now I see they're coming for Dragon. So my team is kind of ready, I thought, for a Dragon here. I thought, oh, well, they're kind of collapsing. Maybe we can wait for Dragon. See Lee Sin's Q. I know he's going to be going for it in a minute. I don't really think I can stop him by myself because I know his team is there. I want my team to come in. I want Brand to come next door. I don't want to get caught here by their whole team. I know Brand's going to die, but I see the TF and I think, well, maybe I can stop him. Stunned, of course. Yeah, fine. Run away. Then I see the Ashe arrow and I think, oh, this is great. I'm going to just come in him and I can get him. I'm going to use my E right through him, and he flashed. I didn't get him, but I did get the Vayne, which is awesome. And then I just run away. Ashe is going after the TF. Ashe got him. Probably Ashe can clean up there if she manages to not die, but the Jax is going to come in here and clean him up. So, again, their team was really good being together. I thought maybe if Jax came to me, I'd be able to kill him, or if Blitzcrank came to Ward or something, I might be able to kill him. You can see somebody's pinging me. Yeah, Ashe is pinging me to the tower, but honestly, without my ultimate, they can dive me really, really easily, and I'll just die. There's nothing I can do. So I'm too low, no ult, as I said, and I got my Bork, so I'm going to go back. We'll give up this tower, probably. It's no problem. That's not much we can do. They were going to take it anyway. I didn't need to die for it. I know that the Dragon is still up, so I'm thinking maybe if I clear out this bottom lane, if they go home, you know, if they back right now because they're pretty low, Dragon should be free. You know, Dragon is no problem. I'm already stacked, but we need Dragons. We need to get objectives, and that's really going to help. So I'm going to go try to get the Dragon. You see the TF ult is top. I can see their whole team is top, so just go for Dragon. I can't make it there in time. You know, I'm not going to be able to save the Garen. He should be able to get out of there because he's very, very mobile. I see the Ashe coming as well. She provides a little bit of vision and a little bit of a helpful W there. I think it's W, Ashe W. Didn't really help that much, but I appreciate the effort. Now, I can see their whole team mid. Again, what do I want to do? I want to split. I don't want to fight them 4v5, you know? Echo, at this point, is level 9. You can see he's gone again. Echo is not here. There's no point going into any 5v4 fights. We're just going to lose, you know? So I'm going to run in here and try and clean up a little bit. I see that Garen's getting messed up. Ashe has actually killed everybody, so in hindsight, I probably should have gone in there and killed as many people as I could. I flashed to try and save this Garen a little bit. Again, Garen's going to get stunned. We get the shutdown, and I get the A's. That was awesome. That was such a good fight. You know, I didn't want to go in on a 5v4, but Ashe really carried this game very, very well, and she ended up you know, giving us this victory with her team fighting, which was awesome. You know, I think to a certain degree I helped by splitting. I was getting objectives, I was getting dragons, I was trying to, you know, get sated, all that stuff. I ended up with a pretty good score. You know, 10-4 is not bad. You know, we're now 34-31. We're now way ahead. We're getting 2 inhibitors down. This is a big win for us. You know, Ashe is dodging all the Qs, which is good because, you know, if Ashe got Q'd, she would probably just, you know, die instantly. So Blitzcrank went for the hook, still didn't get it. That's awesome. We're just going to go ahead and back out now. We don't really want to fight their whole team. I decide that, okay, there's only 2 of them. I'm going to try and go in. I get kicked right away. That really sucks. Go ahead, use my ult. and do my best to kill the Blitzcrank that got sort of sent off to the side. I didn't use my Bork on Vayne. I didn't actually want to go in there. I want to heal up a little bit before the rest of this fight. And Brand came from the bottom, cleaned up a little bit. The Garen and I just got to run away at this point. There's nothing to do. I can see them at their red buff. They're backing. I probably should have pushed this up a little further, but I can see that Garen's going for the wave at the tower. I'm just going to let him do that. You know, I've got 2,500 gold a game. The amount of gold that I had in this game is unbelievable. I'm always going back with 2,000 or 3,000 gold. It's crazy. I should probably do a better job of, you know, spending my gold before I go into fights and things like that. But as Tryndamere, I can literally farm forever. You know, you never run out of health, and you have no mana to worry about. So I can farm for hours. So it's pretty much what I do. And so now I'm working towards getting Raven's Hydra. I've heard that that's a good item on Tryndamere. I don't really know. I've never played Tryndamere and been able to get it. I think the last time I played Tryndamere, I was in 3v3, and I think the old Hydra existed, and it's not quite the same now. So this might have been a mistake. I see Vayne. I know she's not expecting me, and I try and go in on her. I get exhausted. I get hooked. I get kicked. I had 3 ults used on me or whatever there, and I ended up dying, which was really stupid. You know, I didn't realize that I didn't have my ult. It wasn't up yet. I wasn't paying attention, and I got caught. I actually think that Vayne, I don't think she used her ult. I think she just used her E on me. Yeah, there we go. We can see her. She used her ult now. So that was actually 2 ults. The Blitzcrank used her ult, his ult, and I saw the Lee Sin used his ult. So they get a double kill. It's fine. TF. You know, TF's level 14. I'm level 17. I don't know how a jungler is 3 levels ahead of their mid laner when they've had a free lane. That TF should be level 18 with, you know, 350 CS at this point. It's ridiculous. But again, they didn't, you know, do what they were supposed to do. They didn't take advantage of their 4v5 like they should have. And you know, even though they went kind of BM ham mode, you know, they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Now, I'm AFK here for a few minutes. I had to go and take care of something. It was unexpected, and I apologize to my team for having to do this. I think I was only AFK for, you know, 1 or 2 minutes, but it happens. You know, real life takes priority over the game, and luckily, you know, they were pretty pushed up. Garen had pushed back into their base. They had 2 inhibitors down, so the enemy team is pretty focused on just trying to keep their Nexus alive, which is awesome in a 4v5. Ashe is able to clean up that nice big bot wave. Brand is going now to farm a little bit as well. Garen is you know, doing his thing. He just got back. He's getting quite beefy. He's getting huge. So it's okay. We're still ahead now in kills. I can't see the gold right now. I'm sure we can look later, but I'm sure we're ahead on gold now too, just because of the amount that I've been able to farm and that the Garen's been able to farm. So pretty sure we're ahead. I'm back now. Welcome back to me. I want to do Baron because they got 2 inhibitors down and they're all pushed up and Ashe is bot. I think we can do Baron extremely fast. Garen's not down for it. He wants to go catch the Vayne. That's cool. I'm just going to go ahead and stack. I'm going to tell them, you know, we do it so fast. I want them to get it in their beans that we should be doing it. Ashe goes in, kills the Vayne. No problems. But let's see if she gets out. Jax is on her now. I think she's going to get caught here, yeah. So Jax kills her. That's fine, no problem. Garen's in the back line here. I see Lee Sin. Now, I know he's mobile. I'm going to try and flash E and then walk into him. I got my Bork on him. He's going to run right past me, which was stupid. That's not a good idea. I'm right next to you. Why are you trying to run past me? I guess maybe he expected me to E again past him or something. I don't know. A valiant effort on his part, though. Garen just completely ignore the Blitzcrank and just kill everything. Because what is a Blitzcrank going to do to you, really? And at this point, I'm able to just, you know, solo hit down this Nexus. There's nothing they can do. I got my E up. I got my ultimate. You know, at this point, the game was completely over, and I love it. Great 4v5. You know, this is... I don't know where all the mistakes were made. You know, I was focused on my game. I don't know where all the mistakes came from their side. I'm guessing a lot of it was due to the fact that, you know, they didn't take advantage of the things that they should have in the early game, and they ended up paying the price for it. So anyway, there you go, guys. Awesome 4v5. It was just a normal. This is an unranked game. This was just me testing out Tryndamere, but I thought because it was such a fun 4v5 and we got to rock that team that it was a pretty good video. So take it easy, guys. I'll see you in the next video.